Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. If you notice that your boyfriend is displaying this narcissist behavior, there's so many coping strategies that are available out there that you can do. I'll just give you a few that worked for me in order to help you engage healthily with this person. So once you know that you're dealing with a narcissist, this is what you do, is accept him for who he is, or accept her for who she is. Because there's not much you can do in order to change them, because these people don't know who they are. They don't know, and they're not aware that they're narcissist. You can't change someone who doesn't know who they are. To them, it's normal. Their behavior is normal. They have emotional limitations simply because they don't know anything. For example, this behavior could be caused by the parents, or maybe their upbringing. Simple things like parents' influence, such as neglect or even abuse, or maybe maltreatment from the parent, from the one parent. Because sometimes it's not just both parents, it's just this one parent. Some of these parents, they're not even aware what they're doing. They think they are just doing it for a good cause, because that's how they were brought up as well, without thinking that they are bringing up a narcissist. And in the process, they're destroying the child. Even overprotectiveness is linked to a high level of narcissism. When they become adults, they're never satisfied with their lives, and they end up having those unrealistic expectations, especially to people around them, up to the point that they feel like nobody's understanding them, nobody's getting them. And this makes them so controlling when things don't go their way. They're not willing to change, because that means they have to admit that there's something wrong with them. So once you realize that you are dating a narcissist, or even married to a narcissist, the second point is don't react. Because the narcissists depend on their emotional reactions. I know it can be easy for you to display your anger or maybe your hurt, but it will only make them focus on the issue rather than focusing on the solution. Because they don't want to deal with the solution. They want to keep focusing on the issue. Don't underestimate the power of a narcissist, because they're very good in studying you and how you behave in order to use that against you. Remember, a narcissist will spend all his lifetime learning how to devalue you. So that is why I say at times it's better not to overreact. Because remember, when it comes to a narcissist, they will always put a blame on you, because they are not the ones to be blameless. They're always perfect. They don't do anything wrong according to the way they think. If you start doing that, they'll continue to make it look like it's all your fault, because they are feeling their own needs rather than feeling each other's needs. It's all about them. You know, when it comes to narcissists, they tend to attract partners that are willing to stick with them, even though they know that they're in a toxic relationship. So the next you can do when you're dealing with a narcissist is set your boundaries. Because when it comes to a narcissist, they can cross your boundaries if you allow them to. When they have their boundaries set, they make it clear to you. They can break your boundaries anytime when they feel like. Children that have been brought up in a home where they are always praised all the time for what they accomplished, even when they haven't accomplished it, their parents are always praising them. Those children, when they grow up, tend to become narcissists as well. So sometimes as a parent, don't overpraise a child if they haven't done anything right. And mothers are very good at that, without realizing that they are creating adult narcissists. These children are not given any boundaries where you draw a line to the level of praise that you have to give them. When they grow up, they become self-absorbed and they cross your boundaries and find nothing wrong with that. So let it know to your partner by setting your boundaries. When they are setting their own boundaries, let them know your boundaries as well. And all this, you need to do it at the beginning of the relationship before they get too comfortable. A no should be a no. And you should stick to that. Sometimes when they see that you're getting irritated, that they're not respecting your boundaries, they may turn that against you by saying they were just joking, you're the one that's oversensitive. If you are going to set those healthy boundaries, you should be able to identify how you want your things done differently. So remember, narcissists are very good in manipulating. So your boundaries is not a one-time event. It should be done all the time. In case they pretend like they forgot or you haven't told them, keep setting those boundaries. And the next point is to communicate when you feel unheard. Because communication is very important when it comes to a relationship. Even though the narcissist can only do things that benefits them, how you feel about it, to them, they don't care. Because it's always about them. And once you get married to them, they show you their true self. Whereas everyone around you thinks you are married or dating the most wonderful person, Because whatever they portray on the outside is different what they portray on the inside. And yet in that process, your partner is giving you those silent treatment at all. They use those silent treatments in order to control you. And maybe in the beginning of the relationship, you may think it's normal. It's not normal. That's not who they are. The truth is, when it comes to silent treatments, it's not healthy for a relationship. So communicate as often as you can. That brings me to the next point is, you need to avoid direct confrontation with this person. Narcissists are very sensitive to all kinds of criticism. This may trigger them to become very angry. This may lead you to an abuse. So if you want to confront them, rather wait when everything is normal. At times we tend to justify and defend the reason, which is something that you should not do. Because a narcissist will make you second guess yourself and think like you're the one that is crazy. Because they're doing this because it gives them that feeling of being in control. You don't have to keep explaining one and the same thing all over and over again. Because once you have an argument with a narcissist, it never ends. The questions that they ask you always promote their agenda. And they're doing this in order to pump their ego, making you feel like you're the idiot. You're not listening to him. He's always right. And you're the one that's not always listening. If you can't deal with it, then it's better to leave the relationship. If you feel like this relationship is not healthy, then leave. You don't need anyone's explanation to exit this conversation that has no conclusion. Because they will always justify their reason why they are right. Because narcissism abuse syndrome is real. If you feel like you're not happy in this relationship, then you need to seek help. If you can get out of this relationship, then you need to exit this relationship. If you feel like he doesn't want to get help, he doesn't want to seek help, then you need to leave the relationship. But if you're married to that person, you need to seek professional help if they'll be able to agree or even change. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. God bless you.